All right, everybody. So now what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you exactly how to build what I like to call an automated sales machine. Now, the great thing about this, the great thing about building an online business is that, if you own a donut store, maybe you have to be there 40 hours a week selling people donuts. The great thing about an online business, and the reason an online business is such a great vehicle for providing passive income for you, is that your website is selling all day, every day, whether you're asleep or with your kids or with your wife or with your husband, no matter what you're doing, your website is always there selling your stuff. It's always there making your offer. So what the amazing thing about that is that you don't have to really do that much once your website is up and running and you have a steady flow of people coming to your website. Some of them are going to become customers and some of them aren't, but that process basically happens without your direct involvement, and that's what's so cool about an online business. So in order to get that to get to that place where we have the steady flow of passive income coming in, we need an excellent sales website that converts people. That means makes them buy left and right. Okay, so in today's session, we're going to cover how to craft a sales page to sell your product. Okay, now what this module is going to do is it's going to let you bypass all the guesswork and skip straight on to what actually works. Because if you go and you read books about how to do this, and you read different websites and different information about how to build a sales page that works, a lot of that information is going to be outdated. So what I want to show you is how to sort of stay on the cutting edge of what's working right now. Okay, so think of this as sort of a crash course in how to sell online. Now the bad news, and this is the bad news, is the internet changes very fast, and what customers respond to today they may not respond to tomorrow. And by that I mean, the website layouts that are working great today might seem overly salesy and sort of turn people off tomorrow. And some of the marketing tactics that work really well today, people may have moved on since then. So that's sort of the bad news, is that what we have to do is stay on kind of the cusp, the cutting edge of what's working now in terms of marketing. Now the good news is that human psychology never really changes. So despite whatever advancements in technology come up, we will always be motivated, always, by the same basic drives and desires, okay? And what technology does is it just facilitates our ability to go after those same basic human drives. Like for example, if you look at Facebook, which is a huge innovation of the last decade, and it's radically changed everybody's life. Twitter, Facebook, social media, all these sites. If you think about it, all these sites really enable us to do is to perform basic social functions, sharing our pictures with each other, poking people, liking people, sending people messages, commenting on each other's ideas. I mean, these are all things that are possible in real life with our friends. It's just that Facebook took these basic social interactions and enabled us to do them on the internet for with global reach. So that's really all they do. But if you look at the motivations behind the things that we do on Facebook, it's all the same basic human motivations that we've always had. We want to be liked. We want to be thought well of. We're bored. We want something to do. We want a steady flow of information and entertainment. So it's all just basic human drives that have sort of created this. It's just that the technology provides us a new platform to engage with those desires and to express those desires. So that's sort of the good news for us as marketers, is that if you understand what moves people to go from having a problem to purchasing a solution to using that solution and then to going on to buying more stuff from you, if you understand that psychological process, then you will always be able to sell. No matter what you're doing, you'll always be able to sell. So if you learn how to tap those basic human needs to create desire, you'll always be able to sell online. So all you really have to do then, once you have that understanding, is just sort of keep tabs on what's working in terms of website design, what's working in terms of what kind of videos are selling, all that stuff. But that's actually really, really easy to do. So the main thing for you to understand is that, number one, you have to understand the psychological principles that cause someone to buy. And number two, I'm going to show you exactly how you can stay absolutely current and absolutely up to date on exactly what's working now. Okay, so here's what I had when I started, because there's a lot of people out there that are going to tell you, oh, if you want to learn how to write effective sales copy, if you want to learn how to put together a good sales presentation, you need to have all these $2,000 copy courses and all this other stuff. And you know what? That is just not true. It's just not true. And I didn't have any of that stuff when I started. When I started, I only had two things. The only things I had to go on when I started was what I like to call the reverse engineering method, and a book called Dan Kennedy's Ultimate Sales Letter. Now that book is available on Amazon right now for like $8. So I strongly suggest that you go and pick it up. In my opinion, it's the best and cheapest education you could possibly have about how to walk a mile in your market's shoes and really understand the people that you're talking to and understanding what moves them and what they're afraid of and what they want out of life, and to learn how to write for that group effectively. So that book is $8, and when I started, that's all that I had. I had Ultimate Sales Letter, and I had the reverse engineering method, which I'm going to take you through right now. Now, the reverse engineering method, all it is just about looking at what's working now and modeling it. And if you look at this entire course, that's all that I've done from day one. And so that's one of the most important tips that I can give you. It's like, look, if you don't know how to proceed, if you're stuck, if you're trying to do something new, take a look at what the top 5% are doing and just model that. And that's a process that I continue to do today. So, it's much more important that you get in the habit of doing that than that I teach you any sort of specific stuff. I'm giving you a lot of specifics in this course, but the main thing I need you to understand is that those specifics might change, time goes by, certain things start working, certain things stop working, but if you get this concept of looking at the top 5% and copying what they're doing, you will always, always, always have a roadmap for building a business that really is on the cutting edge and really just gets incredible results for you, okay? So again, Dan Kennedy's Ultimate Sales Letter is around $8 on Amazon, and still to date is really the only book about writing sales copy that I've ever read. I've started a couple others, but I think it's the only one I've ever finished. If you look on like my Kindle right now, I think I have like 3 or 4 of them, but I just can't get through them because none of them are as good as Ultimate Sales Letter. And when I read them, it just feels tedious, it feels redundant, it feels boring. That book pretty much tells you everything that you need, okay? So let's talk about this reverse engineering method, okay? All you need to do is head over to ClickBank, number one, because ClickBank, as I said, is the most aggressive and dynamic and volatile marketplace for direct response marketing, which is what we do in the world, as far as I know. So if you want to find out what's working, again, just head over to ClickBank and see what those guys are up to. So the process is to head to ClickBank, perform a blank search, and what that's going to do, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. What that's going to do is show you all of the products on ClickBank, all the products in the ClickBank marketplace, and it's going to sort them by popularity. So you're going to see what's working now, what's exciting now, what's converting now, and you'll also very quickly be able to see what isn't. And so that's one of the fastest ways that you can just instantly get a leg up on the competition and find out exactly what's working right now. So you perform a blank search, you sort by popularity, and you just start snooping to see what people are up to. Okay? It's the most aggressive marketplace for information products there is, and so the best thing that you can possibly do, the best education in internet marketing that I can give you, is to go there and look at the top selling products and see what's working and model that for your own product. Now look, guys, when I first started, I went to ClickBank and I watched maybe 10 different sales videos, and I watched those videos and I watched them again and again and again, and I sort of just tried to reverse engineer what those people were doing. Why were they saying the things they were saying? Why were they structuring their sales presentation the way that they structured it? And if you just go there with a curious mind and you start watching those videos, you'll begin to subconsciously understand what these people are doing and how the sales processes are working, especially if you've read Ultimate Sales Letter ahead of time, because in that book he covers a lot of these tactics, and then so you can see the theory when you read the book, and then you can see the actual execution when you go to ClickBank and see these different sales presentations in action. Okay, so let me show you what your sales page should look like and how to go to ClickBank and sort of determine that. All right. All right, guys, so here we are back in the ClickBank marketplace. Now let's take a look and see what we can find. What I'm going to do here is go to this search field at the top here where it says find products, okay? And all I'm going to do is click this magnifying glass to do a search without actually typing anything in. And what that does is it gives us a list of all the products on ClickBank in just about every category sorted by popularity. So the products at the top of this list here are the ones that are making the most sales. So this is great because what this is it's just like a huge laboratory where these guys are constantly testing different things and trying different things. And by clicking on their sales pages, we can see a roadmap of what's working now. So let's click on this top product here and just have a look. Okay. So what this is this is a product called, what is this? The Tao of Badass. So this is a product for guys about how to, I guess, pick up girls or whatever. Now, I apologize to my female audience because that's a little offensive. 7 things you must know before she'll jump your bones. But apparently this is what's working for them, okay? So all you've got here is a very simple site design, and this is what I want you to notice. You've got a black background, you've got a headline, you've got a scarcity headline. So it's 7 things you must know before you must know before she'll jump your bones. I can't believe they're running with that headline, but whatever. Under that, this video could be taken down without notice, so we urge you to watch it to the very end. And we have a video, and then maybe one, let's see, a copyright thing, which is that's just a legal, copyright 2010, etc., and then one trust seal. And this is from McAfee. It says McAfee Secure, tested daily, and it's got today's date on it, the 24th of February. So this is it. This is their entire sales page. Now, what do you notice about this? No fancy graphics, no, beautiful, eye-catching design. It's very, very, very plain. Now, right now, as of today, this is the most popular product on ClickBank, meaning this is the best-selling product on ClickBank. You can see that it's at the top of this list. You can see that their gravity, which is a measure of how many affiliates are promoting that product, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, is 344, which is huge. So obviously these guys are doing something right. Now, if you watch the video, you've got right here at the top of the video, at the beginning of the video, it starts out with, "The following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised." And a guy with like a really deep voice, and then it just gets right into their sales presentation. So let's just take a look really quick and see what they're up to. Okay, so you've got a guy talking and drawing a sorry, I'm trying to turn him down so I can hear myself think. So what he's doing is talking, and there's a hand that's going on a drawing cartoons that goes along with what he's talking about. Now that's the format of this video sales letter. So guys, that's all that you need, and you honestly don't even need to do this sort of whiteboard thing where you've got the guy with the hand doodling the pictures. The point is it's a very simple sales presentation. There's not a lot of graphics. There's not a lot of stuff to distract you from the sales copy. So that tells you right there that what's converting is a very simple site design with a very simple sales copy that's highly effective, but your focus as an audience member is smack dab on the sales copy. There's nothing there to distract you from the sales copy. Does that make sense? So this headline is here to build curiosity. The warning, this video is controversial thing is there to build curiosity, and then they go right into their sales presentation. And that's it, and that's all. Now guys, how tough is it to set up a sales page like this? It's extremely, extremely easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it in just a second. But the one thing that I want you to understand is that if you're sort of confused, if you're lost, if you don't know what's converting, if you don't know what's working right now, go to ClickBank and click around on these top best-selling products, and it's like, here it is. This is what's working right now. Let's go to the next product and see if they're doing something similar. Now this one is called My Vegas Business. A brand new opportunity, huge EPCs. I've never seen this one. Let's see what this is. Again, same setup. I'm going to pause the video just because I can hear the video on my headphones, even if you guys can't. It's really distracting to hear the video. Anyway, but look, same setup. Blue background, free video. If you don't take advantage of this now, you're really going to hate yourself later. Now, guys, that headline could be applied to any product anywhere in the world. I don't care if the product is designed to cure acne or if the product is designed to, or whatever it's designed to do. I mean, that's such a generic headline that it's incredibly easy for you to copy. Okay, so now we've got a video presentation here, and then down here at the bottom it says turn this volume up. This free video is now loading. So let's just watch a couple seconds of it. So we've got a video of a guy jumping off. Looks like he's base jumping off a hotel. Guy driving a Maserati, guy depositing a check. So like this is this is one of those videos where they're just trying to show you how awesome this guy's lifestyle is and how great it is and all that stuff. But again, the point that I want you to walk away with is it is the exact same setup as the first video. Okay, I mean the colors are a little bit different, but it's the same idea. Let's take a look at this one down here. This is sort of a different sort of niche. This is the family survival course. So this is one of those survival products about how to survive the coming apocalypse or whatever's going to happen. Okay, look, same story. I can't pause this video, so let me just navigate away from this page. It says, emergency message to all patriots. Watch this now or you'll hate yourself later. Make sure your sound is turned on. And a sales video, and then they have Facebook comments underneath. Okay, that's enough of that. But yes, you see the basic idea, guys. This is all you need. Now for you, if you're just starting out, this is fantastic news because it means that all you need is a video. And honestly, that's really it. That's all that you need. Let's take a look at, I don't know, let's see. Easy Video Suite is a piece of software, so that's a little bit different than what most of us are going to be doing. The $4 million monster. Oh, this is Google Sniper. Okay, so same story. Free webinar event starting now, how you can make 1820 to 2543 a day. And it's just a video and that's it. And then the little copyright information and stuff like that underneath. Now guys, are we starting to notice a pattern here? That all these websites that are converting seem to be just a headline and a video and that's it. So that's exactly the kind of setup that we want to do. But no matter when you're going through this material, no matter when you're watching this course, I just want you to understand that the best education you can get in direct response marketing is to go to ClickBank right now and just start watching all of these videos. Take notes, watch them again and again and again. Notice what jumps out at you. Notice what doesn't jump out at you. Notice what these people are doing right. Notice what these people are doing wrong. You understand? And so what I'm going to do in the rest of this video is I'm going to show you the simplest way to sort of create that kind of a sales presentation without doing like all the fancy video stuff and all that. Okay. Now, one other thing I want to point out is you might be wondering, well, where is the buy button? Like if I want to buy this product, what do I do? Well, all of these videos use what's called an appearing buy button. So in other words, there is no buy button. There's nothing to click on until a certain point in the video where they start talking about the product and they start revealing the price, and then that buy button appears underneath the video for you to click it. So that's the same sort of site setup that you that I strongly advise you to copy and to model. Now, in this course, okay, and I haven't talked about this until now because I don't want you guys to go there and get bogged down and get distracted, but in this course, I've got a section of this course called the Tech Center. And what I've done is I've paid one of my assistants to create tutorials for you from start to finish about how to build a website, how to register a website, how to do all that stuff. And you can find that there in the Tech Center so that you know when it's time for you to start building your website, it's time for you to start putting all this stuff together. You've got a step-by-step, click-by-click tutorial to explain to you exactly how to do that, to show you exactly how to do that. So essentially, guys, the steps for building an effective sales site are this. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is to buy and read Ultimate Sales Letter. I mean, I could sit here and try to teach you guys the fundamentals that are in that book, but it's done so perfectly, and it's like $8. And if you're not willing to invest $8 in your business, I don't know what to tell you. So go. My honest, earnest suggestion to you is to go buy and read Ultimate Sales Letter. If you don't want to buy it, go to Barnes & Noble, grab it off the shelf, sit down, grab a coffee, and read it from start to finish, okay? Then the next thing I want you to do is to go to ClickBank, and I want you to watch some sales videos, okay? Then I want you to sit down, and I want you to write your video script, okay? So use the process inside Ultimate Sales Letter. Watch those ClickBank sales videos. Let that stuff inspire you. Let it motivate you. Let it give you some ideas, and just sit down and go for it, guys. Sit down and write your video sales letter script. And then when it's time to actually create the video, we're going to go ahead and use PowerPoint just like we did before, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so once your script is written, I'm going to go to File, New. I'm going to create a new presentation. Same thing as before. I'm going to go to Design. I'm going to click Page Setup. I'm going to click On-Screen Show 16 by 9. It's going to make it widescreen again. And now, guys, all you want to do is just sentence by sentence paste that sales copy into your PowerPoint video. So so for example, it might be something like, warning, this video XYZ ... Next slide. And make sure this is pretty much centered. And what you want to do is go about one sentence per slide. My name is Russ Ruffino, and you are about to learn XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just showing you the process here, guys. Obviously, your copy is not going to say, this is how you learn XYZ. And then what you do is take this and just paste your entire sales presentation in here. We're covering about one sentence per slide. And I'm just going to duplicate this and change some text here so you can end up seeing what the end result looks like. Okay, great. And then when you're ready, just like before, go to slideshow from beginning. Actually, let me resize this. Go to slideshow, set up slideshow, browsed in a window, and hit from beginning. Okay, great. Now we're watching. Now this is what more or less what our sales video would look like. So you just read it out loud. Warning: this video XYZ. My name is Russ Ruffino, and you're about to learn XYZ. Blah 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 blah. And that's it. And you just walk them. You just talk your way through your sales presentation, reading exactly what's on the screen. Okay. Now this is sort of the quickest, dirtiest, simplest way that there is to do a video sales presentation, but believe it or not, guys, I still do mine this way, and they convert extremely well. And the reason why is because the focus goes straight to the sales copy. There's nothing to distract them. Just like if you look at those sites, guys, the sites that we looked at before, there's no fancy graphics. There's no, there's no really pretty stuff. There's nothing there to distract from the sales copy. Those sites are as simple as they can possibly be, and that's because that is what works. Okay, so when you're ready to make your sales presentation, write down your sales script, paste it into a slideshow just like you've seen me do here, and just go ahead and record it. Now, the most important thing for you to do, guys, is to get this done fast. Fast, fast, fast. Now, if you need additional help, one of the things that I have for you is a proven copy template or copy course that I've done where you can actually go through it, and it's going to take you step by step through the process of writing your first video sales letter. So coming up with a hook for your product, coming up with sort of the secret that's going to really draw people into your product and teach you step by step how to write a sales video. Now listen, I'm not giving you this as part of this course because I didn't have that when I got started, and you may not need it. If you need that additional help, there's a link to pick up that course right underneath this video, and that's going to just literally walk you step by step through how to write a video sales letter. You can just copy my method. You can copy everything that you want from my stuff, and it's going to give you, the ability to get this done faster. But in my opinion, you probably don't need it. My suggestion to you is before you go and buy this additional course, go and try to do this yourself. Grab Ultimate Sales Letter, watch some of these ClickBank videos, and I think that you will be pleasantly surprised by what you're able to come up with without my help. And if you want additional help, that course is available for you there as well.